Sacramento State's president does a Fonzie on the happy days and jumps the shark. Holy smokes. Welcome to episode 441 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. We are going to Zach Barnett, the football scoop. Sacramento State pushed to join the FBS. Hits a snag, much to the delight of one FCS athletic director, probably to the delight of many. Sacramento State's plan to bluster its way from FCS to FBS appears to have hit a snag. Earlier this week, the FBS Oversight Committee recommended to the Division I Council to deny Sacramento State's petition for a waiver to join FBS as an independent. The same group previously granted the same waiver to Liberty in 2017, but nearly a decade later, the Oversight Committee says times have changed. The fact that the two FBS conferences west of the Rockies, the Pac-12 and the Mountain West, both went through recent rounds of expansion and did not extend an invite to the Hornets, likely served as a red flag to the committee. Sacramento business community has supported Sacramento State's FBS push. They called themselves Sac-12 by releasing renderings for a new 25,000-seat stadium and claiming a ridiculous $35 million NIL war chest. Beyond that, Sacramento State has also been boisterous on its way out of the FCS, or so it thought. In a Reddit AMA this spring, Sacramento State's president, Dr. Luke Wood, called FCS football essentially JV. We don't have to join the Pac-12 in order to benefit. We just need to be a Football Bowl Series institution, FBS. Right now, we are a Football Championship Series institution, FCS, which significantly reduces our media value. Currently, football is essentially JV, while all of our other sports are varsity. That's what we're trying to change. So the president is calling everyone else in the FCS football, like his football program, JV. He did not have to go that way. Nobody is going to smack Sacramento State Hornets upside the head because they're trying to go from FCS to FBS. Nobody is going to smack Sacramento State's president upside the head because he's trying to get his school, his institution, the front porch of his institution, the athletic department, the football program, more exposure, more money. Nobody is going to deny Sacramento State's president in trying to reach the highest ground possible. Nobody is going to blame him for that effort. But you try to bury the rest of the FCS on your way out to call them essentially a JV? That's the first part of jumping the shark. That's not the only part. The Sacramento State president, Dr. Wood. But with no FBS invite coming, Sacramento State is essentially stuck in the self-imposed purgatory for the time being. Matt Brown, we're going to talk about a little bit later here, of Extra Points, reported that Sacramento State is expected to announce Wednesday today it will leave the Big Sky for the Big West in Olympic sports and compete as an FCS independent in football. With Sacramento State not expected to leave the FCS, South Dakota athletic director said in a since deleted tweet what every other FCS athletic director and head coach was undoubtedly thinking. All of us JV programs, John Schemmel, the athletic director, South Dakota, All of us JV programs are excited to compete against a varsity program. Taking a shot at Sacramento State once they were denied FBS for the time being. Not one to back down or one to learn his lesson, Wood responded with fighting words. Once again, Sacramento State President Dr. Wood, we put up 50 points on you all this year. Best of luck with your conference. Wow. Meanwhile, Sacramento State has not exactly rivaled North Dakota State for FCS dominance. The Hornets won 3 Big Sky titles under the previous head coach, Troy Taylor. They were really good in 21, 22, and 23. But last year's team went 3-9. And the president has put an enormous target on his first year head coach's back. No question about it. Sacramento State's president calls FCS the JV when he thinks they are on the way out. He buries the rest of the FCS series, the football teams, the programs. And then he says we would put 50 up on you. Look, I don't know. I mean, Sacramento State's had a pretty good football program lately. They weren't all that good last year, 3-9. Elijah Tolliver is a really good running back who transferred. A really good running back last year at Sacramento State, was there for 3 or 4 years. He transferred. Now he's going to be the cowbell for Michigan State Spartans. And you know the great Sacramento State running back of a couple years ago, right? Cam Scatterbo, who went to Arizona State and electrified the college football world with what he did for the Sun Devils. Arizona State wins the Big 12 championship, goes to the playoffs, and almost upset the Texas Longhorns. Good players coming out of Sacramento State, good football program, but you should not be taking shots at South Dakota in the conference they're in, South Dakota State, North Dakota State. Come on. You call the rest of the FCS JV. President Dr. Wood, Sacramento State. In the game of realignment, one of the big rules in realignment is relationships. You do not want to show having a bad relationship with other FCS schools when you're trying to get into an FBS conference. That is the true mark of jumping the shark. You're trying to go up to an FBS conference. Those presidents in those universities, those athletic directors at those universities are looking at you, Sacramento State. What type of partner are you going to be? Yeah, not good. For all the praises that Sacramento State president has received, and some of that well-deserved, he's gotten his flowers, he completely jumped the shark. He went way over the tip of his skis, and now Sacramento State, for now, is in purgatory. Put down your comments in the comment section below the video. Let me know your thoughts on what is going on with the Sacramento State Hornets. Until next time, from all of us at PATC to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.